And the question today is,
well, I should tell people what it was like to go from Fallon to here on the 95.
it was hot.
Oh, and by the way, here's Tonopah.
Yeah, we're just like a couple, 3 miles south or north or wherever, east of Tonopah. We're on the 6th. We're getting ready to cut across the valley over there to the mountains. Okay, from Fallon to here, it took us 2 days. Right?
3 days.
It was hot.
Three.
Okay, 3 days. Yeah, that's right, 3 days. It was hot and it was windy, and the sun was just pounding right down on us. Every once in a while, we would get a couple of clouds to shade us, and but for the most part, it was hot and windy. The road was narrow, right? There was a 25-mile stretch where it was stripped to the fucking down to the core. There was no shoulder. This is the wild thing about Nevada, is that as opposed to California or Arizona or even Oregon, Nevada they don't like cleaning up the trash on the side of the road. So this is what they do. They fucking bulldoze 15 yards on either side of the road, and then they layer it with pea gravel, like this right here, right? So it ends the trash problem. There is no trash problem because there's no bushes or trees or shrubs or anything to collect all the fucking trash. There's still trash, but it's not as much.
Tell them about those dumpsters.
Oh, and the dumpsters out in the middle of nowhere, right? Just a few miles in, they used a fucking loader or a scraper or something. They went along the side of the road where they stripped it all down to put new pavement, and they just scraped up everything: trash, beer cans, fucking soda pop, diapers, you name it. And then they got like six of those 20-yard dumpsters out in the middle of nowhere, and they just dumped it all in there. You climb up the fucking ladder and poke your head over the edge, and dude, it's like you just fell into the dump. It's gnarly and nasty, right? But for the most part, the roads here, it doesn't matter if it's a U.S. highway, interstate highway, a state highway. It don't matter. Any of these roads at any point in time could be a major highway. And some of them are terrible. Some of them are chip sealed. Some of them haven't been chip sealed in 10 years. Some of them, I mean, we were on a road that was so bad. It was so rough. It was so bumpy that it was so eroded, right, that there were grooves in the road from the rain. And in my bike, I got 38 millimeter wide fucking 700C tire with a very good Vittorio fucking roadie tire that channels the water, and dude, it was like chip seal, everything. After about 4 hours of that, dude, when you stop and you get off for like a half hour, you're still going.
It's like riding a motorcycle.
Yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying?
And dude, from Alturas to here, my brand new tires worn the fuck out.
Worn the fuck out, dude. It's got a cord line all the way in the middle. And you know what? It cost me my fucking bank account to get that fucking tire, right? And the motherfucker didn't even last fucking 600 miles. Piece of fucking shit ass bullshit from Ace Hardware. Bell tires, my fucking ass.
But it's made by Inovo, who made the $100 tires on my Surly.
Here, look, right here, Surly, right here, right?
They were a little harder than these.
But the temperatures were...
It was 86 last time we checked, and now it's down to the 70s.
It's been between, in the daytime, when like we normally wake up late, because he can yell and scream at me all he wants, but we're both the same type of person. We sleep till we wake up.
Yeah, but you used to wake up early.
I used to, right? I used to, but.
Yeah, but check it out. Now he's not eating fucking fat burgers, and he doesn't get up to pee 6 times a night, and he sleeps till 10.
Well, I sleep at least until 9.
Like an old
10.
guy.
But anyways, so when we get it all together and take off, it's already building towards the heat of the day. So we ride for a couple of 3 hours, 4 hours, and then we try to find a culvert or a shady spot or some kind of spot to sit, rest area to sit for 3 or 4 hours, and then go again in the afternoon.
Hold on a second. I want to show them around here.
Yeah. The temperatures have been between the mid-80s and the mid-90s. I think we had one day where it was over 100, right? And for the most part, elevation-wise, we have been above 4,000 feet. Like right now, when we were in Tonopah,
We're at 6,000.
6,030 feet was the sign that I saw. But that's not even the highest point in the city, and Tonopah is considered a city. The highest point in the city is 6,074 feet. The ride into Tonopah, for me, kind of sucked because I could see the town, and I kept pedaling up and up and up.
And it was raining, and it was windy.
And it was windy, and it was raining, and the semi trucks were blowing us all over because they were still doing 80 miles an hour. And it seemed like it took 4 hours just to ride 6 miles into town. And then once we got to town, it was an uphill. It was a 25% grade all the way to the top. And we rode all the way through fucking town because the Family Dollar was at the end of town. The only thing here is a big ass casino and a bunch of bullshit, a couple gas stations, a Family Dollar, a Burger King.
And the casino has a highway patrol and DMV attached to it.
Attached to it, yeah.
And a parole department and a probation department.
The rest of the town is old. I mean old. I mean 150, 160 years old. This is one of those southwestern towns that never died. It was a mining town to start with. It was a mining camp to start with, and there were tailing piles and mines right in the middle of town. I mean, there's one place where the neighbors built their house right on top of the tailing pile, right? So, over the years, they have consistently mined ore and gotten gold and silver and crystals and copper and tin and zinc and all that shit that they mine up. Right, and so the town never really died. Right, and every once in a while they built some new shit. Like the newest shit that I noticed was the Motel 6 and the Family Dollar. Right,
and the rest of this shit is
it ranges anywhere from 1850 to fucking 1990.
Hey, they had apartments for $395 a month.
Yeah, I saw that. And 2 bedrooms for up to 600. Right now. Tonopah is one of those kind of funny little towns like the town I grew up in, Winslow, Arizona, where you're born there, you live there your whole life, you die there. You never go anywhere more than 100 miles or so from town. You never do anything important. You work at either you work at the family business, you get a job working at another town business, or you're lucky and you get a job working for the highway department or the railroad, the sheriff's department, something that's guaranteed to get your 20 in. Right, but for the most part, that's Tonopah. Tonopah is one of those little tiny towns that just never died, and miraculously over the years it actually grown. It's actually grown. Right, it's bigger than the town I grew up in, but I think Winslow has more people. But anything above 4,000 feet in Nevada, the weather's going to be. It's going to be. The temperatures are going to range between 85 and 95.
I don't know, it's pretty fucking nice right now.
Yeah, now it is. But late in the afternoon, if the morning starts out with a lot of clouds, you're going to get rained on. For the most part.
The morning today started with 0 clouds.
0 clouds. Look what we got now, and then we tried to get rained on. So it's like monsoonal. The weather patterns are like monsoonal, right? Once you get more than 5 or 10 miles from a town,
we're sitting on a rock
city,
here.
Right, then you get out into the nothing. And we pedaled across nothing between Fallon and Tonopah, which is about 100 miles. We pedaled through nothing for about 80.
There was a lake and a bunch of bunkers.
That was just outside Hawthorne.
And the smallest Safeway ever. It was in a strip mall, and it was the size of a Circle K.
Yeah, but they had all the Safeway shit, right?
I think the dumpster had more shit than the store.
Yeah. Personally, I think, from what I've seen, because Nevada's always been a question mark for me. I always wanted to know what was here, but I never thought I was going to get a chance to find it. But a lot of the questions have been answered simply because there's so much distance between towns and there's so much nothing, right? That the government has chosen to use Nevada as a military base, as a military storage place.
The whole state's a military base, damn near.
As a test field, as a test bed. You know what I'm saying? There's so much top secret government shit out here in the desert that you could see 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 6, 10, anywhere between 3 and 10 miles from the road that you can actually see, right? That if you got half a brain right, that tells you that it's top secret military shit or top secret government shit, right? Because there's nothing here. I mean, we just left a town that's probably got 3,000 or 4,000 people, right? And we're not even 3 miles out of town, and look, nothing. Nothing for fucking another 50 miles all the way to that mountain there. I can see where the road, where we're on US 6, I can see where the road goes all the way across the valley to the mountains. And that's a good 50 miles.
And the thing down there with the white stuff's the airport.
Yeah, over there, yeah. That's a good 50 miles. Right? I don't know where you guys live. I don't know about your little town or your little city or your little burg or hamlet or village or whatever the fuck they call it. I don't know how it works. But out here in Nevada, if you're not prepared and you're not packing everything that you fucking need with you and you're riding on a bike, you know what I'm saying? You're fucked. Because 30, 40 miles into this leg of the journey, you could fucking get stuck somewhere and you could fucking die. You could run out of water. Like I said earlier, you could be 2 days, you could be a half a day short, and then when you wake up tomorrow morning, you could discover that you're 2 days short, and you still got 3 days to go before you get to a place where you can resupply. And then check it out. And then we're doing this with no money. I mean, a lady at a rest stop gave us $10 earlier, and we bought some sauerkraut and some tater chips and some other shit at the Family Dollar, and that was it. Took all the money.
No, I still got some left.
Took all the money.
Got $2.
Yeah, out of 10, right? If we were in Phoenix or Scottsdale, that $10 would have got us some fucking cans of vegetables, some beans, some tortillas, you know what I'm saying, and a fucking beer. Right, but out here.
Well, yeah, in Phoenix, because we wouldn't have bought shit but the beer.
But the beer.
We went to the Food City, and I would have got everything. One day, I got a whole burrito kit. I got one of those 10 or 5-gallon plastic bags of refried beans, a thing of Mexican cheese, 100 pack of tortillas.
I remember that.
All in one go.
All
Peppers,
in one go.
onions.
We had bean burritos for days.
Dude, that was the best dumpster ever. If you look at my Instagram, I have a picture of me standing in the dumpster. Brian took that picture of me on top of it.
Yeah.
It was full to the top. I was up on top of the dumpster king.
But for the most part, Nevada is one of those places that the people are friendly and they're open, and it's really a really cool mentality here. It's really a cool attitude, right? Because for the most part, people don't. They're not so wound up that this is my shit fucking runs everything, that they're willing to help you. I mean, some of the coolest, Andy and his wife were some of the people that I'd never been invited into somebody else's home like that out of the clear blue sky. Never.
We weren't invited.
We were told.
He demanded it.
We were told. But I'd never been invited into somebody's home like that. And they opened their home to us. I mean, they, do whatever you want to do. That's what the rule was. Anonymous spent the evening talking and chatting and laughing and goofing around with Andy, and I spent the evening and talking and chatting, goofing around with the lady. And both of us had a grand time, and both of them had a grand time. They at the end the next morning, she told me this. I didn't tell you this. She told me that we were the most interesting people that she had met in a whole year. Right, and she freaked out when she saw my stones, and discovered.
Did you tell her how you got the round one?
Yeah.
Pro bike mechanic and his hippie girl.
And his homegirl, yeah. And when she discovered that I had a belief system that paralleled hers, because she claimed to be a legacy witch. When she discovered that I believed in a lot of the things that she did, that I'd spent my lifetime studying a lot of the stuff that she did, she opened up even further, and she talked to me about stuff that she hadn't even talked to her husband about. Now, that's a powerful statement right there. But it's even more powerful when you know that someone is confiding in you and they're trusting you with some information, some family information, very personal, closely held information, right? Because they know in the back of their mind, they know that they're never going to see you again. They know they're never going to talk to you again. They are willing. Any person that's willing to trust you that far is a person that's worth believing in. It's a person that's worth trusting. It's a person.
Yeah, but they gave us all their contact info. They know they're going to talk to us again.
It's a person worth talking to again. I mean, I would dearly love to visit with them again. I would dearly love.
What'd you think about your card spread?
When I read hers, I just picked out one card and she read it to a T.
Yeah, what'd she think about your different setup?
She was truly interested. She had me go through it twice. Later on when we were in the kitchen, she made me spread it out again and teach it to her again. She wanted me to teach it to her so that she could learn another facet of tarot cards. Because yes, I know how to read tarot cards. Yes, I know how to read the runes. Yes, I know how to do all that shit. I studied that shit for 30 years of my life. Right? Why the fuck do you people think I carry a circle? Right? You know, say, here, look. Something a lot of you don't know. A lot of you have seen this stone. What you guys don't know is that this is worth more than the Mercedes-Benz 530 SL. But I'll never trade it. I'll never sell it. I'll never give it away. It was given to me. But yeah, we have a means.
What do you got? What do you got in your jug there?
Some Steel Reserve and some Arizona tea. Yes, we have the means. But some things are more important, right? When it comes to just simple living than money. But anyways, this video is getting kind of long, and I got pretty good buzz, and we need to find a place to fucking crash. So
tell them one last thing. What the sign say?
Which sign?
This is #1 stargazing.
Oh yeah, the #1 stargazing destination in the nation. It's got the brightest, the clearest, the most open skies of anywhere in the United States of America. So you know what? I plan on looking at some fucking stars tonight. Right down there in the valley. It might be over there at that fucking bridge. Cheerio. Thank you.